I'm standing in front of All Island Hearing on Park Avenue in Long Beach by National. Why am I here? Because of this week's Parsha. The first words of the Parsha deal with hearing. Vayishma Yisro. Yisro heard. Of course, the Torah doesn't tell us what Yisro heard. Like, Vayikach Korach. Korach took. What did he take? The commentaries have to fill it in. So here, the commentaries tell us certain things, historical things, that Yisro heard. He heard about the war with Amalek. He heard the splitting of the sea. He heard of Yetzias Mitzrayim, which, according to Rashi, was the biggest miracle. The Kutzker Rebbe tells us something fascinating. We know that the nations of the world heard. We read it in last week's Parsha, and in the Shira it says, Shamu Amim Yir Gazun, that the other nations heard and they ran away. They were terrified. It was scary. But what did Yisro do? He didn't run away like the rest of the nations, but he came close. Vayishma Yisro, and then he comes and he joins, and he comes to Moshe and he gives the advice that he gives. There are people that when they see adversity, even though they believe and they see greatness, but there's fear, they run the other direction. Then there are people like Yisro that because they have a sense of faith and they believe, even though it's hard, they run towards. You have first responders when everybody's running away. You have people that are running towards the disaster. Those are heroes. Yisro is such a hero, not necessarily because he's running towards a disaster, but because he's a spiritual hero. He's running to Hashem, even though it was scary. The Jewish people were scared too. And Yisro didn't run away, he ran towards. That's what the Kutzker Rebbe tells us. It's the greatness of Yisro, the father-in-law and mentor of Moshe Rabbeinu. We should do the same things. We should take our emunah, our faith, and even though it's hard and even though it's scary, we should be running towards Hashem. Whatever it may be, that's the direction we should be going. Have a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos.